hope everybody's doing well. Everybody had a wonderful weekend. This Sagittarius full moon is supposed to bring a lot of spiritual awakening with it. Some full closures on things that you've been struggling with. What does the collective want to hear during this full moon? This rare blue moon in Sagittarius. Spirit. What does the collective want to hear tonight? This deck is not wanting to do. So first we have balance. I'm feeling like this full moon is going to bring some closures to some hard things. Once you find balance, you're going to realize that balance leads to the truth. When everything's balanced, it's easier to focus on the things right in front of your face rather than being up in your mind. What is the truth? What is the truth that balances out the mind? Or what is the truth maybe about something that you don't want to admit to yourself? What is the truth? What gives you balance? feel like? Okay. Balance happens when you start setting boundaries, respecting your own needs, protecting your energy, and honoring yourself. Sacred boundaries. Yes, boundaries are important. And the truth is going to be about yourself. You're going to find who you truly are, which is going to have great balance in your life. Instead of trying to balance out everybody around you, try to balance yourself. And you can do that by setting boundaries, protecting your own energy, and honoring yourself just as much as you honor others and your loved ones. Give yourself the same energy of honoring yourself and protecting yourself as you do to your loved ones. Maybe you feel like it's selfish, or maybe you weren't taught about boundaries. Oops. Sometimes setting boundaries for the first time can feel like you're doing something wrong, but you're honoring yourself. You're balancing out the chaos around you. Because you are worthy by being. You're not worthy by doing. The balance happens when you stop doing so much, which is the truth. By honoring your energy, you'll find your identity. You'll feel like you are enough and you inherit value. You're not measured by what you do for people. You're measured by just being you. Being you is enough. Just being will bring balance into your life. And I think truth is going to jump out at you on maybe that you've been putting too much energy into other people that do not put the same amount of energy into you. Because boundaries are totally sacred. And without the boundaries, you will forget that you are inherently worthy of just being yourself. Exactly how you are, exactly how you're meant to be. Everybody's unique, which makes us all special. Yeah, that's good. Beautiful card. And sometimes, you know, people that we think honor us and make us feel important, and then sometimes You have to be the one to make yourself feel important, because those people aren't going to be there at the end of everything. At the end of the day, you have to sit with yourself. And if you give yourself as much energy as you give everybody else, you would feel so loved. You would feel so loved. Because you love very hard. I feel like you want to do that. You're trying to find out how to set healthy boundaries. But you're coming to a dead stop. Instead of coping, you're avoiding it, and you are feeling sort of numb. And that's okay. Maybe you just need to feel numbness right now. Maybe that is the feeling you're supposed to be feeling. But as numb as you're feeling right now, you still have so much light inside of you. And sometimes it takes feeling numb before we can fully feel other feelings. But once you start setting boundaries, you're gonna find, once you start respecting yourself and setting boundaries for yourself to balance out your life, that people who also set boundaries for themselves are going to start showing up in your life. Because boundaries are sacred. There's a light in your heart that it just needs some time. But you are not measured by what you do. You are perfect just being who you are, without having to do. Just be. Just be. Woo! Alright, I feel like these cards were meant to come out. So first, the invisible one came out. You have a fear of being seen, so maybe that's why you do so much, and you ignore your own needs and balancing out your mind, body, and soul. feeling like there's a lot of masculine energy and that's what you're running off of right now. I feel like it's a way of hiding how you're really feeling. But that's self-sabotage. It's a survival habit. This is you hiding, not wanting to be seen. That one came out right after the numb one. We got invisible one. And I think it's a coping mechanism. Self-sabotaging. So that maybe somebody else doesn't make you feel numb or invisible. You make yourself feel that way by focusing on everybody else's needs but your own. Yeah, this guy's got a pitchfork and he's being destructive. It's a need to have control. It seems like it's easier to focus on other people's problems or needs than yourself because maybe you don't know what you need. Maybe you have a fear of losing, and so you lose yourself instead of allowing somebody else to make you feel that way. And it's probably because you've had trust broken in your life. The betrayal card came out. Yes, but this person's holding their own knife. And the way this woman is holding the knife, she's also holding her heart. Her heart hurts. Her heart hurts, but you're feeling numb, but you've got light in your heart. And it wants to be seen, it wants to glow. And I know you've had betrayal, and I know it's hard to trust, and I know your heart's broken. But you are hurting yourself. Look at the way she's holding the knife. She's holding it by the blade. She's self-sabotaging because of the betrayal that you've had in the past. The light is still there. Don't let yourself be the one to dim your own light by the betrayal of others, because be the person that you want other people to be for you. Be the friend that you are to other people. Be the son or daughter that you would like your son or daughter to be. Be the sibling that you've always wanted, or that you had, that just was so supportive. Support yourself. Support yourself. That's how you're going to find balance. Yeah, and it seems like the self-sabotaging is it's an armor for where you're really feeling underneath the anger. I'm seeing some lashing out, some deflection. This knight looks like he is breaking a mirror. Yeah, instead of looking in the mirror, you just want to break the mirror. You just want to act like the mirror doesn't exist. It's easier. It is easier. not working on yourself and just going along like you've been going. It's comfortable. It might even be all you've ever known. But breaking the mirror isn't going to stop from the shadow keep coming up. All it's going to do is continue to have this effect on you until you decide to face it. Stop deflecting. Because, this is great, because your shadow holds power. Alchemize that energy. All the betrayal you've had from people in your past. As strong as that shadow energy is, if you take it and turn it into something good, the power will be ×2. Integrate that shadow into your life. Accept it. Feel it. Mourn it. Write a letter and bury that shit. Know it's a part of you, but don't allow it to be your narrative. Alchemy. Transmute it. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Transmute it. We all have shadows. They're a part of us. Come on, guys. Don't be flying out of our hands. That's what makes us unique. If none of us had shadows, we'd all be the same. Don't want to say it built character, but it built character. It's made you the best friend that anybody could have, the best sibling that anybody could have, the best child that anybody could have. It's made you love people so hard. Don't stop doing that. But instead of doing it to other people, start doing it to yourself. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. But just start giving yourself that attention instead of other people. Because you're not measured by what you do. You're perfect just being. Ooh. Oh, my Lanta. Yes, exactly. Be gentle with yourself, like you are with everybody else. Like you want people to be to you, be that for yourself. Be gentle with yourself, have compassion, give yourself permission to feel the whole spectrum of the emotions. The balance, the first card we took, the balance is representing the feminine and masculine. And the truth is talking about accepting your cracks and integrating them, using alchemy to transmute. The self-doubt, balance. That was the first card we got. Feminine, masculine. Give yourself some compassion. Hug yourself, mother yourself. If you don't have a mom, be your own mom. like you would give your own child love and compassion. Give it to yourself. Because wholeness includes cracks. We're all imperfect. We all have tenderness inside of us, and we're all human. This is what I'm saying. You have to integrate your shadows. You have to look at your cracks, acknowledge them, know that they're a part of you, and carry on with your cracks, because everybody has them. And just because a bowl has cracks doesn't mean it can't be used. It can be put back together. Sometimes it takes longer if you have a lot more cracks. If your bowl has shattered, you have a lot of small pieces. Sometimes that is more difficult to put back together, but the bowl can still be used. You're not measured by what you do. You are perfect just being who you are. My phone is totally about to die. Let me grab a Rooted Woman Oracle before I end the live. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this message helped. Balance comes when you allow yourself to dive deep in yourself and allow yourself to feel how you need to feel. All right, my phone's about to die. Let me pull one of these batteries. And it's funny because I'm feeling a lot of masculine energy and the balance coming when the feminine energy is able to be felt and integrated into our lives and our shadows. And I'm pulling from the Rooted Woman deck. Anyways. Ooh, let's see. Let's see here. Imram in Irish literally means rowing about. In the old tales, which were referred to as Imrama, the protagonist, always a man and usually a cleric or penitent, would set off across the sea in a simple, small, round boat made of animal hide with no particular direction in mind. The purpose of the expedition was to simply see where God would lead them. If we undertake an Imram, then we give ourselves over to fate. There's no preordained destination, and so in Imram is all about trusting whatever life might have in store for us. There's no map for this particular journey. There's no fixed path. And at certain times in our lives, that might be good and necessary thing, because following the paths that others have set for us, the paths that our over-culture confines us to, can cause many problems. Isn't that the truth? Paint your own way, walk your own path. Those earlier paths might not reflect who we really feel we are, but although we often know that something in our life needs to change, we don't always know what the change should be. We step out of the door, put one foot in front of the other, grit our teeth and walk. We trust in fate or the gods to point us in the right direction. Trust all the feelings that are coming up right now. Trust it. One more. Hopefully oops, that just popped out. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. Okay. Protector of the wild. In Irish and Scottish folklore, The Kalyak is the divine hag, the creator goddess, and the land who gives shape to earth throughout all of its long ages. Stories tell of how she constructed enormous mounds and megaliths in single night, and how she shaped the hills and the mountains and caused great lakes to form. Like the cycles and seasons of the natural world over which she presides, the Kalyak renews herself constantly, each year in spring or every 100 years, and usually by bathing in a certain body of water. But above all, the Kalyak renews herself constantly. Presented as a fierce protector of earth and the guardian of its balance. No shit. Balance. That was the first card I took out. She ensured that humans could not take more than they could have or that they could give. Hunters had a great respect for her, and if they followed her instructions on which deer to cull and when, she ensured that they were always provided with enough food and pelts. In these troubled times and challenged environmental conditions, we women need to embrace our inner Kalyak, to stand up for integrity and health of the wild places and creatures of this world. The Kalyak is our ally in this work, teaching us that we are the land, that the land is us, and reminding us also to grow in an elder is to become strong, as enduring as the beautiful old bones of this earth. Yes, that's such a great card to end this reading with. I'm glad I pulled another one. Ah, awesome. Well, I don't want my phone to die in the middle of this, so I am going to end the live. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of the reading. Happy full moon. Once in a blue moon. Full moon in Sagittarius. All right, bye.